Hi everybody, me again. In this video, we're going to look at another type of figurative language, and these are called adages and proverbs. Adages are well-known phrases which express some kind of truth about human nature, and a proverb is a well-known phrase that offers practical advice or wisdom. They're really just really old sayings that people kind of have accepted to be true. So let's look at a couple of examples. Here are some adages and proverbs. Maybe you've heard them. This first one is stop and smell the roses. Hey, leave her alone. Leave her alone. Sorry. Stop and smell the roses. Somebody might tell you that, and you might look around and try to find some roses. Now, they're not always talking about roses. The literal meaning and the intended meaning are a little different. So when somebody tells you to stop and smell the roses, it really means take time to enjoy life. Slow down. On your walk, take a moment. Stop and smell the roses. Another adage is birds of a feather flock together. Now, birds of a feather flock together. When birds of a feather, it's kind of hard to explain without knowing the actual meaning. What it really means is like people who are similar have things in common. They tend to stick together, or they spend a lot of time together. So birds of maybe the same feather tend to stick together. So people who are the same stay together. Anyway. This one is a stitch in time saves 9. This one's a really old adage or proverb. And this one really means if you take the time to do something right now, it will save you time later. So a stitch in time, like just doing something real quick right now, saves 9. Maybe saves 9 minutes, 9 something later. So take the time to do something now. A stitch in time, doing something real quick, will save you time later. This one is something that I am guilty of doing all the time. You ever stand there and watch a pot of water come to a boil? Well, it seems to take forever when you're sitting there staring at it. So the adage is a watched pot never boils. And what it really means is time seems to move more slowly when you're waiting for something to happen. Watched pot never boils. So try to distract yourself, try to do something else, and then it will seem like time goes faster. The clothes make the man. Clothes make the man. Now, not literally, of course, right? But if you dress for a position that you want, then you're more likely to get it. What you wear affects how people treat you. So me and my jammies right now, maybe not how I would go to the classroom every day, but teaching from home, anyway, what you wear affects how people treat you is what the clothes make the man really means. This next one, look before you leap. Now, not a lot of us do a lot of leaping, but in this case, a leap is like, it's like before you do something big, before you take a big step towards getting something done or finishing something. Look before you leap is like, oh my goodness, make sure you check every option, like double check, triple check, look before you leap. Make sure this is what you really want to do, because once you make a leap, you can't really undo it. So this one is look before you leap means be careful. Notice everything you need to notice before you make a big decision. So remember, these are adages and proverbs. They're old sayings that literally kind of sound funny, but their intended meaning can be really well placed in writing. This one is practice makes perfect. Now, we know that None of us can really be perfect at anything, no matter how much we practice. But this really means practice is the key to mastering a skill. So practice maybe won't make perfect, but practice will get you better at something. This last one I have is 2 heads are better than 1. Now, imagine 2 heads. Is that really going to be better? No. But this means when 2 people work on a problem together, they might be able to come up with a better solution than if just one person was working on it. So these are some examples of adages and proverbs, and they all tend to try to teach something. They're all little pieces of wisdom, and they can really add a lot of beauty to writing. So consider adding an adage or proverb into your next story.